Assalamu alaikum, Sayyidi.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Sayyidi, how does our hesitation to give generously to our spiritual guide relate to the condition of our faith?
Has to do with the faith that what we talked about before, not giving to the guide but giving to the charity. That when we have faith we know, one, that charity never diminishes wealth. And now scientifically other people are coming out and they say they have taken surveys and polls that people of all different faiths, when they were charitable their money increased. And they did research on it, blind study tests where the people were charitable in their lives, and whatever faith they were, Allah doesn't mind, whatever their faith is Allah gives, so that their sustenance would always increase. So this is the sign of faith. So when people are coming to a tariq, a path of, oh my Lord I want my faith to increase, then expect a test to come. And that's when we denoted the test was very clear. Now everybody has an issue. They go to a lawyer, immediately he'll say, oh 5,000, look, if you look rich you say 10,000. And without a doubt, boom, they give it, take this problem away. Be careful, you're on a path of faith. And that's when we clearly described, la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. There is no hawla and quwwah. Means your difficulty has to be resolved at a much higher level, not this dunya, if you have faith. If not, then try to resolve it in dunya and you do whatever you can. But when we know that I'm on a path of faith, I know Allah watching me, Prophet is watching me, then as soon as difficulty comes I have to turn towards guidance. And that I need resolution in the heavens and I have to make sure that account is set within the heavens. And then through prayer and perseverance then they inspire, now you can go to your attorney. But the resolution has to be first signed off from heavens, and that becomes a person of faith. It's not like they're going to go do it themselves, no, they know how to talk in a court. But you make sure that it's resolved in the heavens first, that Allah is watch and say, oh look, alhamdulillah, the faith of this person. And then they gave and supported the mawlid, they showed their faith, they showed what the shaykh stands for, what his teachings are for, and they sought the resolution from the heavens. Then hawla and quwwah start to move towards the person. And anyone you deal with, when hawla and quwwah comes in your direction, difficulties inshaAllah resolved. So this is called imtihan and testing. So how could somebody live a life of spirituality but don't think the two are related? They get news that they have a medical issue, they start running to go and get this and burn themselves with this disease, with this sickness, I'll take this, I'm gonna put fire inside me, and oh my God everything gonna fall apart. And they never ask for resolution through the shaykhs that, please pray for me. And not prayer that, hey buddy if you have a chance make a dua for me. But they came and asked for resolution, I got really bad news, I got a very bad difficulty. What can I do to resolve this? And it says, do something for the mawlid, do big support for the different projects we have. The masjid support, the Qurbani supports, the mawlid supports, all of those we believe in our belief, inna ladina yubayyunaka yubayyun Allah. When you give to that belief, the hand of the shaykh is on the hand of Sayyidina Muhammad. Now you have his attention. Our belief system, if you don't have that belief system you're not going to be listening to anything I have to say. But if that's your belief system, then you got the hand of Prophet involved in what you do. Hawla and quwwah is coming. So that's when a test for a servant comes, that, oh I got this test but my resolution wasn't with the hand of Prophet, my resolution was with Einstein. So that's clear, that's a test. So it's very simple, it's nothing really complicated. And whatever shaykh you're with, That's your resolution, is to get to the hand of Prophet. The believer always goes to Allah and His Rasul first, that their hand is firmly upon them, then everything by means of this dunya opens for the servant. So first heavens has to unlock the key and the dunya will resolve through the support of the heavens. But if you think you're going to unlock the door through dunya, then that's not a good grade in the way of faith, inshaAllah.